Hello, and welcome back to Space Engineers No Jetpack Survival. I'm PsyPrime, and we've just been under attack from something with many legs. Yeah. Right, so today we're going to be working on the power systems. We're also going to do a little bit on getting some... I should get my gun out, shouldn't I? Getting some more of the bridge done. We need to start making some bit more serious progress on here, really, because we've only got a few more weeks until we want this to be, well, at least sort of get off the ground worthy. I mean, it probably won't get off the ground with this many thrusters, actually. We don't even know how much it weighs right now. I'm just checking around just to make sure the area is clear, make sure nothing's been obliterated. I don't think they've got any chance of getting hold of any carcasses from those spiders, so we're just going to get on with it. So first things first, we'll do a bit of the bridge first, I think. And that gives us a bit of time to think about how we're going to put our power, our reactor in. That's the main thing we need. We need a series of reactors. Right, so I had an idea to bring in the bridge back a little bit, and I think I'm going to go with that idea, because then I can move these back and do something a little bit interesting with that bit, potentially also around there. So I think we can go with steel, armor blocks, the light ones. And to put a few of these down. I mean, a lot of the ship is going to be interior wall blocks, but just for the minute, we're on the sort of sections that are going to need kind of a little bit more strength, really, I think. Okay, let's see. Now we've got a big gap down there that is going to need filling in at some point. So, do I do that now? No, probably not. I don't want to sort of block off any areas that don't need to be filled in yet. I'm not going to block off that yet because that gives us quick access to some sort of cargo. Yeah, okay. So we can bring this level with these. Yeah, boing. Okay, and that really gives us a bit more room for the bridge. This section here, I mean, all of this is going to be sort of airtighted off, but the whole idea was, well, the bridge part is going to be airtighted off, should I say, because we used up that space at the door. We may potentially want to bring the door out a little bit, but maybe not. I don't know. The idea was so that the bridge vent handles only the bridge, and that way if we get a breach in the bridge we can use the vent to tell us that, but without it sort of flooding the whole other area. So that door there is for access to that so that we can repair it, but without sort of making it so it's all super leaky. I don't know if it's going to work out that way or not, but we'll soon see. Right, so let's weld up some of these. Whoa, the weird sounds. Okay, more. And thank you very much, everybody, for your views on the last video. It took off really well. I think, apart from the first episode of this, well, the first few episodes, it's one of the most viewed in a while. So, yay. Stairs. Do we move them back a little bit? I think what we might have to do actually is take out these. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take out these stairs. They're a bit too fancy for this space, to be honest. A bit unnecessary, should I say. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that in there, one of those in there.
Inventory full.
See if I can put these up. Yes. Right. Put these back. Take 1, 2. Yep. Yep. And that gives us a little more space. Steel plates needed. 1, 2 at least for those. Where's the door bit on this? It's the outside. Ooh, maybe we do go with the other ones. Because they do seal off a bit better. No. No. Right, this door needs to come off. We're going to move it out a little bit. Come on. There we go. Right, we're going to put the door about here instead, I think. Door. 3. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Yeah, so anyway, that whole thing answers the reason why I didn't decide to put some sort of a Willis duct into here, because if I put a Willis duct into there, then we'd end up with, yes, venty spaces so that we can get the air into here, but we'd also end up with no good easy way to put a door on, because those Willis ducts tend to stay open. So now what I can do is, once I've panelled over the top of here, I can actually wall this bit off. So I can find a way of walling around here and sort of turning it into an enclosed space, whilst being able to move these back a little bit, which basically gives us a sealed bridge so we know if there's a breach. A little bit easier anyway. So, right, we've got that in there, so I think we need panels. I need just one on the inside. We're not going to put one on the outside because it might stop us putting the wall where we want it. We'll get to that shortly anyway. So, right, so that's ventilation for that part of the bridge. Door, etc. It should be closed. Yeah, better. That's still doing its thing. That's good. Right, so now let's move these back. Oh, okay, so we're going to start putting them back here a bit now, actually, because I'm running out of space. 4, that's it. Right, so we want to end with a corner. Actually, no, do we want to end with a corner? A corner's a silly thing to have here, actually. Because you can't access it. It's a nice end. That's a sort of endy piece there. Console module. Well, actually, what we could do is do that. And then have the corner. Yeah, we could do that. Put the corner on the very end of that. Still have space to put a wall on this side. You'd have to be on the inside. I'm not sure about those stairs. No. I don't like them. I'm gonna have to go with the big ugly stairs. Just because they're actually better for this scenario. Stairs. This is the oldest type of stairs, to be honest. They just fit better. They don't have like clipping problems. Because the other ones, like the handles and stuff, have trouble clipping with the walls, so it's just a little bit better this way. Take these off. Right. So we've got that bit there. 4. Okay. Then we can have... Do we do that? No. Straight. I kind of want the one with the buttons on it. And then we can end something like that. Yeah, that's a fair bit better, actually. Right, don't care about welding that up just yet. Let's not do what I did there again. But right, so level with this end here. We need an end piece. And then we need a corner. Yes. Then we need a straight piece. One that's different to the other one. And then we need a straight piece, another straight piece. So we can have another one with a... That's got buttons on it. I don't want another one with buttons on it. Console module like that, yes. Then we take these two off. Oh, God, forgot about that. That's random. Okay, so we need to finish that. That's done. Finish that. That's done. That. Still need more stuff. Ugh. Okay. Nearly. Come on. Just do it that way. Right, 60%. Yep. Good. Right, so that's our console system set up. The bridge. So it gives us 2 more seats on each side. Slightly different configurations. They do kind of look like they slide a little bit, but like that works fine. We've got one with buttons that I can press so they can do stuff, which would be great, very useful. Maybe one can be for opening the hangar bay. That's not so bad now, actually, that. Okay, let's just check the seating position. That's all right. The view... the only thing I'm not too keen on is the fact that the front view is a bit obstructed by lots of windowy bits and bars, so we might have to rethink this bit. It was a nice idea, but it doesn't work. It works for certain parts, but just not this bit. Right, so let's put something that does work in here now. Okay. Now, if we're going from there, I don't necessarily need these blocks in here. Probably not. Although, there is a cool thing I could do. Right, I need a bar with loads of windowy bits on now, so... meh. I'm running out of bars. Okay. That's got the most windowy bits already on it, so... Truss pillar, don't need oxygen tank right now. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that yet. Right, so... glass, no. Window, right, here we are. Wow, what gives me the most options? Okay, we're going to need some of them. We might need some of them. We might need some of them. Possibly some of them. Them. Oh, I like the round ones as well. Yeah, okay. I've got enough options now. Should do... Yeah, it should be okay with those options at least. Maybe rounds. We could do a big bubble window. A double height bubble window. Now these do also have like the sort of beamy bits, the trussy bits in between, but I feel like they're not that bad. Now do we do that, or do we bring it straight up like that instead? I don't know how that's going to look. I think it might add some interest to it. Yeah. I think it could be okay. Let's put... Let's see, are we going to come out wider than this? Probably. So we're going to do that. And now I can't get back in. Take one of them off right for a minute. 766. Bam. Right. Yeah, we'll try that. And that means I can now put that on. I've never seen a window like this on a spaceship before, so that kind of makes me want to try it even more. So let's... Okay. Yeah, that's a really nice panoramic view. My exposure level's getting quite high, so we're going to have to just hurry up a bit with this. Actually, no. Let's cancel all these off. Let's weld it while I can. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's done. 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 Not done. Not done. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is much more visible. A little bit dirtier though. Still need 18 bulletproof glasses. And last one. I'm hoping my autocraft, yeah, it's keeping up. That little base over there is doing a good job of keeping up with me. Right. Yeah, that's better. It feels less distracted. At least the viewer straight ahead is completely unobstructed up to above the horizon line. There's no like beams and bars in the way. Same for that side. I mean, it would be the same for any position, to be honest. We might have to put something in the middle, I don't know. Right. Good, so that's that bit. My exposure levels come down. When did I get out of the sun? Oh, the glass. Is the glass protecting me? Yeah, it is. Haha, nice, okay. That's a really nice little thing. Right, so from here, well, we're in curves now, so we have to stay in curves really. So we need the roundish ones. That may do it. I need girders. I need a bunch of girders. Good. Let's take 30 of them. Put them back in there where they belong. Okay. Don't know if I've got the right one, so let's see. Yeah, looks like the right one. Okay. Yeah, so that brings it to a nice sort of end, and I can then do either curves all the way around. I think that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Okay. All the way back up we go. Ow. Well, that's energy at least. It's not health though. Although my health is fine. I've got like loads of health, and I can get my health up just by eating. So it's not the absolute end of the world. Okay, let's just be very, very careful and do this again. So 7, 6, There we go. Right. Let's just be a bit more careful this time. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Haha. Cheat the system. Yes, okay, good. Let's weld these up. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's only 3 because it's stalled. Okay. Great, great, great. I mean, I might end up like outside at the end of this and think, oh, that looks horrible. Having a big angular ship with a big bubbly bit on the end, but I think the contrast might look cool. We're just gonna chance on that and see. Okay, so bear in mind this is not a battle bridge by any stretch of the word. It's just so isn't. Right, so I need, yeah, that one. So we're just going to go across here. We're going to get as much view as we can out of this bridge. I know we can go to there. I think we should go one more. Okay. Nope. Yes. There we go. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So yeah, like a big round thing. Ah. There. 2. There. 6. Yes. Is that it? Yeah, that's right. Okay. And now I need to go across the top. Yes. Good. Right, so that gives us like loads of view, and we might even sort of slightly sunroof the top of this potentially. I can't see us putting another deck on top of there. So we might window the top potentially. I think that'd be really awesome. Right. Come on. Thank you. I mean, it doesn't matter if I put windows or armor or what up here. It just gets torn apart like paper anyway. So we might as well make sure we can see. Come on. Okay, I'm going to come back to you once I've welded all of these up. Well, we've got a bit of an inferno storm going on right now, so I've had to close my visor, so everything's going to sound quieter than before. Apart from the big storm outside. But yeah, it was either that or I die, so... Right, okay, that's a start with that. This is all going to be walled off around this bit. So it's going to be kind of like a C-shaped bridge-ish. But we can get some windows on the ceiling, I think. I wonder if we do that. Let's see, what's the space we've got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks across. So that could be 2 3s and a 1. That would do the trick quite nicely. Window. 3 by 3 flat and 3 by 3 flat inverted. I don't know which one's which for this. Ah, it's totally wrong. Window. That's the flat. Flat inverted. More like it. Right. This is going to take up that top space, but that's okay. I don't mind that. So put that in there. Oh, this is perfect, actually. 1. Come on. 2, yeah. And then we got that little onesie space in the middle. And the singles are 2 by 1, so 2 by 1. Oh. I got hit by debris. Okay. That's not very good. One there. One there. One there. There, that's with the minimum number of blocks you can do the ceiling with. So, okay, better get these welded up and then we can get somewhere a bit safer. Actually, this should be safe, actually, once we got here, apart from if anything blows in from that side. But it seems to be coming from over there. I don't know if that's a thing or if it's just random chance. Not sure. Don't know. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3. This is going to take a minute. Ugh. So, ideas for where we're going to put the reactor and what kind we're going to do. I kind of want to put a cool reactor in, so it's got to be a big one. Or we do a cluster of little ones, or we do a cluster of big ones. Maybe we do a few big ones. Now, materials wise, I highly doubt I've got enough to weld up a reactor. Did I get hit again? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, so we can at least place the reactors in, maybe get them started with the stuff that's not like reactor components. I doubt we have plenty of those to work with. But we'll go as far as we can. We'll at least know where it's all going to go. Then we'll have to plan a trip to go get more uranium to power the things and gold and silver to actually make them with. Right, that's done. Now to seal it off. So this pit's going to be a bit tricky. I think there is... Oh. Struck by debris again. Oh, that one actually hurt. Let's eat some food, because I need to eat some food. Right click to consume, but right clicking makes it do a thing. It's a bit weird. Right, let's get the panels I can in for now. And then we'll go from there. So let's see. We need... Where do I want to put these now? Actually, those are going to be solid blocks. So I need more stuff for that. Yeah, these storms are actually kind of dangerous now. Instead of just being a bit of a visual inconvenience, they actually hurt. Okay, I can put that in there as well. I can't... Okay. Yeah, we'll put that in there, and we'll put that there. Oh. Every time I step out there, I get struck by debris. Kind of hurts. That right click needs to be fixed. Here, I need... probably a wedge shape, actually. Maybe not. Well, I haven't decided how we're going to do the outside of that bit yet, so if I put that there for now, because we're going to need some sort of a block to fill in that space. Seems like the storm's going away. Not such a bad thing. Okay, and here I need panels. This way round though. This is why I put that outside wall in first. Yeah, that side there. Good. We're going to have to put doors on there. We could put a panel in the middle. Probably didn't need all of the top of that. Yeah. Actually, yeah, this is going to kind of get in the way a little bit. So that panel and this panel is going to need a bit of a change, I think. Yeah. Good job that doesn't hurt.
Energy low.
Energy's low. I can just sit in the seat for that. Yeah, so the view here is going to be pretty expansive. We're going to be able to get a good view all the way around, everywhere except for where the ship's in the way. It's going to certainly help because, again, no third-person view. And cameras only get you so far, so it's going to do the job fine. Right. So, let's see. I'm going to deal with that bit later. So, right now, this is a 2x2 space. There's no such thing as a 2x2 window. So, we're going to have to go 1x2 twice. I might sort of flip it that way. In fact, we're going to have to go... we're actually going to have to go 3 times. This whole space is going to have to be little windows. Right, that's that. This is a 1x1 by whatever space. So, 1, and that solves that. The rest of this is actually walled off. So, right, this interior wall, I don't think it needs to be super armoured because that side there is the main entrance to the bridge, so I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about all that. And also, kinda, actually I should weld some of these up first. Kinda, this isn't like the armour battle bridge, so battle bridge is going to have to be a bit more... 8, 4, 5, right. Yeah, the battle bridge is going to need to be way more armoured because if we're going into battle, that's where I'm going to be. So the clue is in the name. Right. More stuff. Sorry that this is a window episode, but we are going to do something else in a minute. There we go. Let's not fall off things. Yeah, more stuffs. That should be all of it. Yes, okay. Right, more armor things now. Right, that's fine. Weld you, because I know you're necessary. I need to get up high to do that. There we go. Come on. Come on. No, it's not working for me. Let's put a ramp in somewhere. There we go. 2, 9. There we are. There we go. Ta-da. Come on. I would like to be able to put that there. No. Is it not there? Oh, I guess it's on the other side. Oh. Okay, we're going to have to do an adjustment to that piece because that's in the wrong spot then. Yeah. That's better. Right. And to make sure that that sticks, I'm going to put that there. Yes. It would be nice to actually sort of get this kind of done. Right, let's see if I can actually place those in straight into there. I should be able to. Yeah. There we go. Could have done that on the other ones, but it was that one that was going to be the pain. Right. Okay, so that's this bit.
Storm inbound.
Not another. It should be coming past the base, so it should be fine. That reminds me, I need to do a weapons check. Inventory, ammo. Okay, we've got ammo. Magnesium. Okay, oh, we've got loads of money. Okay, we're in no danger of running out of ammo right now. That's okay. That'll be fine. These need welding up. There's a spider somewhere. There is a spider scuttering about. There was a spider scuttering about somewhere. Right, okay. Number 9, right, let's fill in this space. Do it from down here, that's probably easier. Right, that's on the inside. That's on the inside. So, ergo, I can't put a block in there. Or in there. So, and I can't put a block there either. Oh. I can't fill in that corner. There's a bit too much insideness going on. And all of these windows are on the inside rather than the outside. They have to sort of line up perfectly with that corner. Okay. I guess maybe these don't go like that. Just simply because that doesn't work. So they're going to have to be a bit more solid. Like this. Yeah. That works. I'm going to need loads of steel plate to weld all that. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. Does its job. Right. There's a block behind there that I haven't got to, so I'll have to do it from the other side. Right. Then that almost completely solves this thing. We just have to get a block into there, something that's curved to fill that in. Now, one does exist. Armor. Round armor slope. That's the one. And we shall put you... Where shall we put you? I'll put you there for now. Right, so that goes like that. That goes like that. I think we're going to need more bits. Come on. Right. 2. Where did I put them? 3, 1. Right, that's it. You go like that. You like that. And we'll work you out with the rest of the ship later. Right, this should now be completely sealed with the exception of the doors that are wide open there. And the lack of doors here, which I need to put on actually. 3, right. Let's figure out what kind of doors we're going to put on here. That one's... No. No. Yeah, maybe. No. Meh. Do we do that? Bit lame. But it does come right out to where we were originally going to be, so... It literally ejects us right into the back of where this flight seats. No. It just looks a bit... I'm not that keen on it. Offset door. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's kind of imposing, but not too much, like, space taking. And we've got to use the old doors, you know. At least a few times. Okay. Just adds a bit of extra security as well, so... Right, let's close this and make sure that the actual bridge is... Yes. The bridge is airtight. Okay, we have an airtight bridge now, which is fabulous. I do need to put some, like, paneling on the floor just to make this make a bit more sense. Gives us the opportunity to also add a bit of extra colour as well to the bridge if we want to, because the bottom panels... Well, actually, we're on a double thick floor, so we could actually colour every block in here quite nicely. But yeah, that looks a bit more like it should, really. I could put a couple of panels in there, maybe. No, but not that one. Okay, now we're getting into decorations now. We don't need to do that right this minute. So, and we just let all the air out. Lovely. That block needs filling in. I think it's... We do have that though. Well, I'm going to fill that in anyway. Then there I can sort of work something out eventually. We'll put something like a cargo access point on there right now, actually, because I like that idea. 7. Cargo terminal, that's it. Again, adding to the ship's cargo, it's like, it is small cargo. That's not too bad, actually. I don't mind how that works with these. That is fine. There needs something, so I think we have to go with those pipe blocks again. So, something along those lines. Yeah. Yeah, making use of the interior blocks. Great, okay. So, stairs to the bridge, which we could change out to the proper stairs, like these. I need to weld those up. We'll get to them sooner or later. Do we go with these stairs, or do we do proper ones? I feel like these are cool. I like these. We'll stick with them for now. We've got a whole space here which we could use for like armory and things. Maybe even put some weapons interior weapons in here to prevent people getting to the bridge unwanted. Or like a welder trap or something. Okay, now that's our new sort of cargo and gas section towards the back. This section here is all going to be rooms, like medical and stuff. Towards the side there, I think we're going to put accommodations. Which means around here somewhere. So one of the most armoured sections of the ship. Okay, need energy. So one of the most armoured sections of the ship around there. We're going to put our... Well, we're going to put the space where we're going to be putting our reactors, I think. We're not going to put them to the sides. But all of this bit here is going to have like nacelles to the side of it. It's going to have a deck above it. Deck below it. I think this gap here is a really good place to sort of slip in some kind of reactorage. Yeah. In fact, That's outside floor, I think. So maybe we want to... Let's see, I don't want to go too much higher than that. We could possibly put them in line with this pipe. To the sides of the pipe, maybe. Yeah. I kind of maybe... well, if we get a breach, the radiation's not going to be stopped by a wall or another block. So there isn't really a lot of point in putting it in its own little room. Although it would be kind of cool in its own little room. The cells are going onto the side of there, which actually means we've got a lot of space here. So we could build them onto the side of here. Potentially. Right, let's have a look at what space I've got. If I bring this out... Yeah, this isn't bad actually. Doing it here. What have we got here? We could put small ones in there, but that's not what I want. Yeah. We've got a bit of room right here. Okay, now this is going to have to go heavy armor. Really, honestly, no choice in the matter. These bits absolutely must be well protected. Steel plates. Just get a load of steel. Better way to do that. Again, I'm not sure I should be welding the heavy armor right now because just it's expensive on cobalt and we have a limited supply. Yeah. Okay, we've got room underneath to add an additional layer of armor. But this is kind of the bare minimum because reactors, again, because of the radiation danger, I really do not want to be mucking around with having weak areas where the reactors are going to be. It's just really not on. Okay, so we're going to have to... We can armor up the side of it as well. I'm not going to put the side on yet. We need to put a pipe in here to bring to it, so I could potentially bring one from there. Or I could bring it from here. If we make it its own little room... okay, yeah, pipes. So, let's see. 2, right. We're going to do a pipe with a flanged end. I'm going to have to do both sides. Got to remember that. Okay, we'll just put the other one on the other side quickly while we remember. Yeah, it's in the same place. It's fine. I think. Brings it to the edge of the walk. To the edge of the bit we did. Yeah, that's fine. Right, heavy armor. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. Oh, there's a conveyor line there. Okay. That is definitely going to have to be heavy armor down there. We'll keep that one out and we'll put the one next to it in. No. Oof. Okay, that's that space there. So we've got that which we can continue over, but we've also got this pipe here which is actually between the thrusters. Both are important because one's a backup for the other in a sense. So let's have a look at... let's see. Ow. Keep doing that. Oh, don't want to fall down there. Oh, it's time to eat as well. Right. We definitely need to put a conveyor thing in there. So we're going to go with one of them. Doesn't matter which way. Bam. Okay. Because it's not visible anywhere. So that's totally fine. Right. Got that. Whatever I put in here, these are not going to become particularly wallable, so we're going to have to take out the last 3 of these. Nope. Not that one. Right, okay, that's good. Right, we need to look at reactors. We need to know what we're putting in. G reactor. I like the large warfare reactors. I think... Ooh. I can't make it though yet. Would be really cool, but I can't make one. So annoying. Right. We're going to go with... does that have all of them? Yes. Perfect. Right. So we got that type, which is rubbish. We've got the big ugly type, which works for those people that don't have the whole thing, the expansion. But we do have the expansion, and somebody else who's building this, who is missing this block, can quite easily just add it in. No. Nope. Yes. That way around. And we lay it in there. Give ourselves a bit of leeway around it, so we've got room to pipe. Yes, like that. Okay. So we've left one space in that corner, and then it's in, and it's facing backwards. Perfect. There. Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's level. Right, good. Okay. So that's our reactor placement. We're going to have to weld up the floor underneath it from underneath it. Just because of the amount of stuff we don't have for it. So these blocks, what are we on? These are kind of awkwardly narrow, I think. What was that block? That was a full light armor block, and then we start going into sort of weird shapes, which we're going to have to probably heavy armor around or under or something. That's okay. It's not so much of a problem. Now, I left this space here because we're going to have to sort of wall this. And I think the port is somewhere around there. We're going to have to weld up as much of this as we're actually able to. The reactor components are going to be a problem. And I can't get materials from there, I can get them from here. We probably should put a welder on it, actually. I think that should be part of this whole thing. Sun's going down, which means whatever algae we got today, that's all we're probably getting. Well, whatever we get in the next bit. Superconductors are the biggest problem right now. Okay, we're not going to get much further than that, I don't think. So I'm just going to get rid of that off there. And do the other one. Right, that's as far as that's going to go. Right. Okay, and we're just going to clear our build planner. Right, so that's in about as good as it gets. That's the port there. Okay, it's like bang in the middle of it. So this pipe here is going to have to right angle and then go in. So we're going to have to take that off there. 2, there we are. So we're going to right angle it. I need more interior plates, okay. There. And then we've got room for... I think we've got room for a welder right there. Just right on the back of it. Like that. Okay. Has to be left turned off, I think. That'll also keep the blocks that are immediately underneath it, holding it in place, like attached to the base. So it'll just keep all of this welded up. Whilst it should also, because it's right next to it, it should also keep that welded as well. Yeah. Okay, and this block here, because I want to I do want to sort of wall this. This block here is going to have to be something more solid. So I think it's going to have to be an armoured something or whatever. It doesn't have to be airtight. Or do we just... Do we wall around it? If we wall around it, at least on this side, then we can't walk into the welder. That's at least a start. So, and I'm on the wrong block. So, I want an armoured one. Reinforced armoured. Tube. Tube. Yes, I think that way. Third that way. Okay. Good. Uh-huh. Ah, that doesn't take into account this block, though. We've not done anything with this block. Kind of want to make that a T. Yeah. So that has to be a T. The T. Nope. Nope. Ah, behave. That way around. Yes, that's better. And then here, 6. We need a C. Yes. You facing the right way? Don't think you are. Are you facing the right way now? No, you're not. Now you are. It's a bit complex, this bit. But it's just going to look like a wall in the end. Then I need a straight one. But with the armoured bit facing the other way. Right. Yeah, I think that would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. That's not really gonna... it might betray the inside a little bit. It's not necessarily airtight. It doesn't have to be anyway. So I think that would be actually fine. Yes, that would be fine. Okay. So...
Energy low.
Oh, energy is low. I believe we have an energy point here somewhere. I'm not going to turn this welder on, but I'm going to name it. So, this, oh, what side are we on? That's the back, that's the front, this is the port side. So, welder port reactor. Give it a full name. Okay. We'll name the reactor now, I think, actually. Port reactor. Can't type. Okay. Good. Right, so now I need to do the other side. Doesn't matter if it doesn't completely match. It just has to do the same thing. That's that. So this bit is going to be a part of the wall in general. So it'll be... Let's get a few bits of these. So there'll be something along the lines of... I think the door will be on that side. But the idea is to keep people generally away from that welder. So I can keep it on all times. Because it is for the safety of the whole thing. I'm not heavy armoring that bit because the chances of a shot coming through everything on the outside, through whatever's walling off this side, and through that to the reactor is a little bit slim. We've got to keep the weight reasonable. But the chances of it coming straight up through the floor to the reactor or the ceiling is pretty high. So that's why that decision was made. I believe we probably want to put that there. We could change a lot of this around and put some like fancy shaped corridors and things in later if we want to. Oh, okay. That was silly. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Figure the rest out. Okay, I'm without a access port over there. I've got one here. Same as the other side. Come on. And it's going dark, so I think it's probably a good time to head to bed. Whoa. Don't go that way. It's not on, but gotta be careful. Down is the way through. So that's two large reactors. We're probably going to need to dot a few small ones around as well, just for backup power, etc. But yeah, I don't think having... Yeah, see, that's not ruined the shape in any way. In fact, it's just carrying it on as the way we would actually expect it to do. We've got room for more armor underneath that. Yeah, and then all of this has got a lot to do, so we're going to figure all that out. I kind of like it being quite skinny there. Have a big chunk of something on the back and have a big chunk of something there maybe, but we kind of need to keep this protected as well. Yeah, okay, plenty of things to think about. I still need to come up with some symbols for that. In fact, actually, when we're parked at this height... That's actually... Oh yeah, because of the new height, that's no longer accessible. So we're going to have to move that somewhere a bit more useful. I think once we add another layer of armor in certain places here, we'll have another place to put a button panel properly. And actually have it in the right way up. But we still will need some like arrow symbols and stuff to put onto there. Okay. I think we're in a good spot right now. So, yeah, visually, actually, yeah, we need to have a wander and have a look at how that actually looks from a distance. I'm armoured in case of spiders, don't worry. It's interesting. It's like a little pill on the side. Then once we got some more front on and we got a load of back on and everything, I think that's not going to look too bad. It's dead obviously the bridge. Very obviously the bridge, and it's not super like angular or anything, but to be honest, I do want some rounded shapes on this thing. Yeah, I think we'll keep it. I think we will keep it. Again, you know, if you're building one yourself, do what you like. Don't copy me all the way around if you don't like something. Right, let's open my visor. It's safe now. Okay, so next time what we're going to have to work on, I think, well, we've got the reactors in place. I feel like next time we're going to need to get some more materials, because a lot of the rest of the stuff that we're going to be putting on is going to be like big thrusters and stuff that needs more exotic materials. So we're going to have to probably plan a little trip. I hope we remember where we parked, somewhere on the asteroid thing up there. Yeah, we're gonna have to plan a little trip out to get stuff. So I think next time is going to be road trip day, possibly space road trip day, interplanetary space road trip day, something like that. Well, until next time, have a fantastic weekend, and everything else that comes between now and next time when you see me for another No Jetpack Survival. Bye for... Oh god, no, I've got to actually heal first. Bye for now.